Hello everyone, this is Gene and I'm back with another video. This one will hopefully be brief and sadly it's going to be a bit more somber than what I usually do. But my previous video about the shooting of George Floyd and the looting and rioting in Minnesota was pretty somber too. So I think the next few videos coming out are going to be more on the somber end. Unfortunately, but the reason I'm making this video right now is because I quite literally just received a text on my phone saying that here in New York City, right, we're supposed to be a beacon of freedom, right? We have the Statue of Liberty and all that. That a citywide curfew is in effect for NYC, 11 p.m. on June 1st to 5 a.m. on June 2nd. Essential workers exempted. And I want to highlight this part. Expiration, unspecified expiry time. New York City has just become a police state. Bill de Blasio, the mayor, and Andrew Cuomo, the governor, have just turned New York City, and no doubt New York State, but I live in the city. I can't tell you what's going on in Albany. But New York City has just become a police state. We now have a curfew for the early morning hours. Now, some may say, well, Gene, what's the big problem with that? You know, it's overnight. You know, people really shouldn't be out overnight anyway. What's the big problem here? Here's the problem. When you have people in power who do this, it's the classic case of if you give them an inch, they take a mile. This alerts, as I just read, says that there's no, or rather says unspecified expiry time. There's no set time for this to expire. Now, of course, the official reasoning coming from the mayor and the governor is, of course, the protests and the riots due to George Floyd. That may be what they say is the reason is, but in my opinion, they're taking this as an opportunity to just restrict our freedoms as New Yorkers and as Americans even more. Whether it's sending police out to bug people, and I'm putting that very, very lightly. They've been doing a lot more than bugging people about wearing these masks. And I personally don't think a mask is going to do much help, but look, I'm not going to get into an altercation with a police officer or anybody else over wearing a mask, so I'll comply. But they've been given an inch, or rather they've always had the inch because they are in power, and they're going to take a mile, right? Right now, today, it's 11 p.m. to 5 a.m. the next morning. Give it about a few weeks, give it about another month, it would not surprise me if they roll it back to 10 a.m. to 5 a.m. Sorry, 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. Then it goes to 9:45. Then it goes to 9:30. Then 9. Then 8:30. And before you know it, you won't be able to go outside after 5 p.m. I fully expect this to happen. I want to hope against hope that it doesn't, but I'm going to be honest. I fully expect for that to happen because a police state is a fear state. A police state cannot protect anybody because all it does is foster fear, whether it's fear of running afoul of the police, whether it's fear of running afoul of the policies, whether it's fear of the policies being oppressive and unreasonable, right, or against already established law. This type of situation can never, ever, ever, ever protect people. This is a government, in my opinion, at least city government, city and state government, I should make that clear, completely overreaching and becoming oppressors. Yes, I am calling Bill de Blasio and Andrew Cuomo oppressors, because this is exactly what this is doing. It is oppressing people's rights. This is not about protecting us from violence. This is about forcing us to stay in even more. And I don't believe for a second that it's going to stay at just the overnight hours. This, I think, is going to get worse. And honestly, I am scared as all hell. I'm not joking. I am completely scared. For myself and for others and for the city. Because of all cities in America, maybe it's just my egotism kicking in, but for all the cities in America, the one city that is literally defined by liberty, we have a statue called the Statue of Liberty. Right? We're now living in a police state. And there is no government more tyrannical than a government that says they oppress you and they restrict you for your own good. Anyway, that's all I have to say about it. We'll see what happens. I don't see this getting better, sadly. But I do hope against hope that I am proven wrong. If there's one video I am dying to make, it's the video where I say, hey, I overreacted about this and I'm all wrong. But sadly, I don't think that's going to be the case. Anyway, again, that's the video. Be happy, be healthy, be safe. Please take care of yourselves and each other. And look out for each other. Really. Because this is insane. And well, for me, it's starting here. But believe me, this is going to spread to other parts of America. It's going to spread to other parts of the world. You've been warned, I guess you could say. Anyhow, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.